Namaste Masters, I am Ledchumanan, President of Pssm Malaysia. I would like to share a short history of the establishment of Pssm Malaysia and also our Jagat Guru, Brahmarishi Patriji's entry into Malaysia. So let me pay my humble pranams to our Jagat Guru, Brahmarishi Patriji. Dear friends, dear masters, dear gods of Malaysia and the whole world, let me share a few insights about the formation of Pssm Malaysia. In the year 2007, the Telugu Association of Malaysia invited Patriji to Malaysia, and on the 16th May of 2007, they organized a grand gathering at the Dato Soma Hall in Kuala Lumpur, and I too was invited. I participated in that particular event. And actually, after the event, we took Patriji to Sarana Baba's for dinner. Then we departed. Next day, the Vice President of the Telugu Association of Malaysia, Mr. Venkatesan, called me, Mr. Lechu, Patriji is free at the hotel now. Would you like to host him in your house on the 18th? Then I humbly accepted the offer. He said, why not? We are hosting a Jagat Guru in my house, It's a great honor to host him. So I agreed. And the next day, 18th of May 2007, Patriji with his secretary, Mr. Sivaprasad Garu and Mr. Venkatesan came to my house. And within the 24 hours, a short notice, I invited my friends and relatives, about 30 of them. They came to the house. So Patriji arrived around 2:30 on the 18th of May. And then we started the session. Patriji asked me to sit by his side, and he was playing the flute. He told the gathering that the session, the meditation will last about 20 minutes. But Patriji, when all the people were closing their eyes, he was playing the flute beyond the 20 minutes. Every time he will say, another 5 minutes to go, another 5 minutes to go. Do not open your eyes until I tell you to do so. So such was the thing. So Patriji dragged on and made the session a 40 minutes meditation session. And after the session, Patriji sang a Telugu song, Chinna Chinna Papamulu, Chinna Chinna Rogamulu, Pedda Pedda Papamulu, Pedda Pedda Rogamulu, Rakarakala Papamulu, Rakarakala Rogamulu, Papale Chayipote, Rogale Levu. Which means you commit small sins, you will suffer small diseases. You commit big sins, you suffer big diseases. When you commit various kinds of sins, you will also suffer various kinds of diseases. But if you don't commit any sins, you won't suffer at all, no disease at all. That was a message for the day to Patriji, and the whole of that particular song covers the law of karma. So the session lasted about 1 hour. After that we had tea and this and that. Then we were sending Patriji back to the car after 2 hours in the house. And Patriji wind down the window and hold my shoulders and shook it. Swamiji, from today onwards, you don't take medicine and meditate for 40 minutes for 40 days. I did not tell Patriji about my health issue. At that point of time, I was having a very serious polyps problem, sinus problem, which is called polyps, and I've undergone operation that time. And the thing was still giving pain. It was not fully cured. In fact, it went worse actually, So since Patriji said that, a great master came to my house and asked me to do meditation. So me and my wife went into action immediately. We have a huge porch in my house. So every evening, me and my wife will do meditation under the porch. And then on the third day itself, I saw the vision of Patriji in my third eye experience. I did not know it was third eye experience. So immediately I called Patriji in Singapore. That time he was in Singapore. So I communicated with his secretary, Mr. Sivaprasad Garu, and he gave the phone to Mr. Patriji sir. Patriji said, Swamiji, I related, that I saw you in my vision, sir, this and that. Then Patriji said, you have activated your third eye. He said that. So, hearing that, then I started doing a lot of meditation. But Patriji only told me to do 40 minutes. I think me and my wife were doing nearly 3 hours per day, morning, evening, and night. And by the third week, I could sleep well. Before that, I was on medication. I would take some Zyrtec, some nose cleaning with salt water and all those things, And by the third week, I was already having a good sleep. And my wife noticed the difference. Because usually she used to sponge my nose with hot water, to clear the blocked nose, this and that. And then I thought it's very, very effective. This meditation is very effective meditation. Then we continued. I think in the next 2-3 months, I was completely healed my sinus problem. Okay, so this was actually this particular meditation, Anapanasati meditation introduced by Patriji to us and me. I was able to cure my sinus problem, which is going to be a very serious thing in old age, So now I'm completely out of this particular sinus problem. So in the meantime, Patriji used to come every year twice or sometimes once, And we used to conduct classes at home, normally in my house, otherwise Mr. Maniam's house in Stapak. This is how we were conducting. And also we used to do Paudhmi meditation also in all the houses. We'll go to Master Chandra's house, Master Paidi's house, Master Maniam's house. Basically my house, every Paudhmi we take turns to hold the session in the houses. That's how we were doing. And then there was also an outreach program. Before the society was established, we were already going out. So whenever Patriji was in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, so we used to organize nice classes for him. And one of the famous ones was Dr. Jyoti organized in the Monash University, where we attracted about 300 people. An international student community was there. And it was a very, very successful one. And then we also organized one in Batu Caves, through the good works of Mr. Maniam. We organized one there. That also attracted about 200 people, And then we also went out of station. We went to the Vallarar Illam in Ipoh. That particular event was coordinated by Master Saras of Ipoh. Now she's coming regularly to our center. There she invited MP Kulasegaran, who is now a minister in the Prime Minister's Department. So he was the guest of honor that day at the Vallalar Illam in Ipoh, and that's a very, very successful one. And also we had one particular class in the Shirdi Sai Baba temple in Ipoh also. Although it attracted about 200 people there. It's very, very successful, this thing. Then, in 2019, Patri's last visit to Malaysia, Mr. Maniam organized one class in the Brickfields, So that also we attracted about 200 people there. So this is how we were reaching the public, So in the meantime, we are supposed to start a society. When Patriji was coming the fifth time and then the sixth time, I was still the chairman of the Satya Sai Baba Center of Petaling Jaya. I finished my first term of 2 years, so I went to the second term, And then Patriji is coming every time to the house and talking about this thing. Then he said we have to reach the people, so there must be a society to reach the people. And I was just keeping quiet after the many visits, So it was my wife who, at the bedtime, when we were on the bed, she always pestered me to start the society. Patriji has come many times, we have not started a society, it's not good. Then she was really pushing me. So then I decided to draw the bylaws for the society. So I drew the bylaws and we registered the society as a Pyramid Meditation Society of Malaysia. So that's how we started off. And then still the activities were going on at the household level until 2014. We took the center and we inaugurated the center on the 4th of April 2014. Patriji was here during that time, and we actually used the opportunity to ask Patriji to inaugurate the center. That's how we started, and already we are here nearly more than 14 years, 12 years now. in these centers, running successfully. We have a lot of activities going on here. Every Friday we have our normal session where we'll meditate for 2 hours from 7 to 9, after which we'll present a talk for 40 minutes. We'll also serve dinner here. And then we had about those days, in the early stages until 2019, we had a master from India, Mr. Abulu, who is a trained yoga teacher. We used to conduct yoga classes here. And then lately we have our women's wing under the leadership of Mr. Shamavati and Madam Tilla and Padma, Vijaya, Prada, all. So they conducted this SWAG program at the center level, attracted a lot of parents and children. So that was going very, very successfully at center level. And under the leadership of Mr. Chandra Rao, we organized meditation in nature. That is a quarter yearly program, 3 months once we organize one. That's going very, very successfully. And we also have regular retreats. We organize one to the paddy fields in Sikinchang, and then we organize one more retreat related to the Shivan temple in Sungai Suput. About 50 people go in Pssm Malaysia. This is how we went there. So we have been conducting a lot of classes, and every Monday we conduct Bhagavad Gita classes. That's why very, very successfully. And we also entered the Tamil schools. We entered the Tamil schools, and lately we entered one of the big schools in Klang. It's called Simpang Lima Tamil School, which has an enrollment of 1,400 people. Now, the past few weeks, we are teaching Bhagavad Gita and meditation to the parents of the children as well as the children. So that's a very successful program we are doing now. And then we have in 2014, with the consent of our Jagat Guru Brahmanish Patriji, we organized an international spiritual conference. And there we registered 150 people. It was a 2.5-day conference. We had it in Genting Highlands. We invited speakers from India, many speakers from Australia, then from Singapore, Vietnam, a lot of visitors came. And we arranged some keynote speakers there. So Patriji was there throughout the conference, and we had his 2 secretaries with us as well, Mr. Siva Prasad and Mr. Sai Kumar Reddy Garu, both were there during the conference. And it was a very, very successful conference. After that, we used to still go to homes, we go to temples to teach meditation. I told you, temples were our main focus there last time. And one important thing I want to share here, at one time we took Patriji to the Nilai temple, where our Pyramid Master there, Mr. Gopal, who happened to be the chairman of the temple as well as the headmaster of a Tamil school there. So he arranged, after 2 earlier visits where I spoke in the temple, the 3rd visit we arranged for Patriji, and we attracted about nearly 150 people, and big gathering. And Mr. Gopal, the headmaster of the school, brought all his teachers, more than 10 of them. All the teachers and him were arranged were seated in the front row. And then the request came from the floor that that session should run in Tamil. They want the thing in Tamil. So I conveyed the message to Patriji, and Patriji said, you do the thing. I said, no sir, I'm not good in Tamil. There in front we have the headmaster and a lot of teachers seated there. We will use them to do the translation for the people. But Patriji refused to do. He made me sit beside him, and he used his flute to tap on my head and said, you do the translation. Then the next 1 hour, Patriji was speaking in English and I was doing the translation. And later on I knew from our members that I did a very good job in translating Patriji's English to Tamil. That was my first experience in translation, So that was a thing I cannot remember. I thought I was nervous, I could not perform in front of Patriji and in front of about 150 people, Tamil speaking people. If I make any mistake, there will be some problem. But I understand from our masters who followed us to the to that particular event, that I did a good job, a good translation. So that was a wonderful thing which I cannot forget. Then on the 4th of April 2014, when we made the inauguration here, Patriji, sitting on this particular platform, asked me to sign an agreement that I should write a book. And that agreement was signed in the air, like this, in the air. He signed there, I signed here, agreed, confirmed. So Patriji said I must write a book about my experiences, my journey in the Pssm movement here, how I started, all those things. I agreed. Then we went home, and the same evening, I also built a pyramid at my home, small 8 by 8 feet pyramid, and that inauguration took place, but 30 members came that day also there to the house, and we had one particular visitor from China, I forgot her name. She also came to meditate in my pyramid, so all meditated, and then Patriji inaugurated my pyramid at the home, and again we meditated in the pyramid, and he opened the thing. That's how things went. So this particular book which Patriji asked me to write, immediately when Patriji left, I sat for the next 2 days, wrote a few pages, Then I was thinking, me writing a book, no way. I thought I got no knowledge of writing a book, So I just put the whole thing on hold. I wrote a few pages, but then I didn't have the courage to continue. Then Patriji in 2016, around July 2016, he called from. He was at that point of time he was in America, I think Minneapolis or what. So Mr. Sai Kumar Reddy called me. Ledchumanan, Patriji want to talk to you. So Patriji was on the phone, and he said, then he questioned me, what happened to your book? Are you writing? Because the point was, before that, after the 2016 year where I promised to write the book, Patriji came twice to Malaysia. He did not question about the book writing. So I totally forgot. I thought he forgot. But then in 2016, he called from America. He said, where is the book? Please write the book. And then at that point of time, he told me, you have to write 18 chapters. Not one chapter, 18 chapters. And I thought, oh my God, I couldn't write one chapter. How am I to write 18 chapters? So that same day, the same night, I was traveling to Chennai. So in the plane, I was meditating, and all the 18 chapters came to my mind. One by one, I was able to remember. And in that visit, I was staying with Mr. Ganesh, who was the editor, publisher of this Dhyana Tamilagam that time. And I was staying in his house. Then when I related all the topics to him and his wife Prashanti, he said, very beautiful topics, sir, you better write. So I was there in Chennai for 5 days. On my return, immediately I sat down to write, and within 2 weeks, I completed writing the manuscript for the book. And I sent the book to Mr. Sai Kumar Reddy for printing. And there, the book was given to Mr. Rajan, Girija Rajan, and also for Madam Swarnalata from Vijayawada. They all saw the book, made some correction. And the final correction was done by Patriji himself. On that particular time, it was the Dhyana Mahachakram. 2 days before the Dhyana Mahachakram, Patriji called me to Hyderabad. And then he, Sai Kumar Reddy, all we sat down. Then Patriji one more time, he went through my book. We made some final corrections. And immediately the book went for printing. And after 2 days, the book was already in Kartal, Maheshwara Pyramid. And that evening, Patriji launched the book for me. And that was the proudest moment. I was not, in the least of my thoughts or dreams, I thought I was able to write a book. But here I produced a book under the guidance of Paramarishi Patriji. And the book was launched in the audience. We have 50,000 people in the assembly there for the Dhyana Mahachakram. So it was a very great moment for me that I launched the book. So now, and apart from that, we used to invite our great masters to Malaysia. By then we already have a center. Before the center also people used to come. But then after we established the center in Shah Alam, Malaysia, great masters used to come. First was Madam Girija and Mr. Rajan. They used to come. They came thrice here. They conducted class here. Then we have Dr. GK, who has come to Malaysia, conducted class on his spiritual tablets. Then we had Mr. Nandaprasad, who came twice, a very, very good speaker, dynamic speaker. So this is how we hold talks for them here, Then foremost we have Tatapati Veera Ragarao Garu. He has been here 4 or 5 times already. Lately he came in June or May this year he came, and fantastic class. He's a great teacher. That's how we were running, inviting Indian masters to come. And we also had we ran a short course here, 2 years course. Twice we had from the Spiritual Academy, Mr. Sivaramappa. He conducted the basic meditation course here for all our people, where certificates are issued. And lately we had Mr. Master, the international coach, Master Ayap Pindi, coming to Malaysia. He came last year, June. We conducted a very successful class in this particular center itself with 100 people. And then again, this June he came. We had another great success. We had 110 people who attended this class. It's a 2-day class. We did it. Then we also had Mr. Vamsi Kiran from India, Mr. Prabodh Udakesa, Then we have Tatapati Veera Ragarao, who came in June also this year. So we have a lot of visitors, masters, we came. So that's how our activities are going on. And then the center activities, as I told you, every Friday we meeting. And other days when masters call us to have meditation session, we do come on Wednesdays or Thursdays, to give a one-to-one session, which is going on. And a lot of people also in the last few months, we have many visitors coming to my house to have a one-to-one session. I give them coaching on meditation. And also during the COVID time, it was a big success. We were not able to go out to do physically at the center. So these people used to come to my house, and they come in big numbers. It was very regular, Saturday, Sunday. Although it's a COVID time, the lockdown period, but they managed to come to my house, and I used to conduct these classes to their masters. So this is the journey of Pssm. They're very successful. And now we had our international coach, Mr. Ayap Pindi, who has suggested that we conduct a Tamil conference here in Malaysia. Now we're working on that. In fact, we had that idea before itself that we will do one complete session in Tamil in University of Malaya. We were suggesting. But now after this visit, the idea was strengthened, and now we are working towards that, masters. Masters also, other than Master Ayap Pindi, we also have our honored guests here, Parinitha Patri and also Parimana Patri. They graced this center. Both the daughters of Patriji were here, and we arranged talks for both of them, and it was a very, very great success also. So we are quite grateful for them for gracing our center here. And also we have had Master Pradip Vijay. We also call him Crystal Pradip, who has been to our center. He has also conducted a one-day full class here. It was a very great success also, and we had a good following in Malaysia for him also, masters. And although one good news is that we have our master Venu with us now. Within the suggestion came that we must create a website for our society in Malaysia, and my gratitude to Mr. Venu that within a week we registered the website, and now the website is operating now. So all of you can log into our website, masters, to see what's happening in Malaysia at our center and at the schools we are visiting, the places we are visiting outside, out of station we are visiting also. So all these you can log into our website. We will share the website in our group, or you can go and visit them, masters. So this is our journey, our successful journey for the past 15 years. We started in 2007. We have our challenges too during the COVID time. So now until 2024, still going. And now most of the sessions are run in Tamil in our center, and we are drawing good crowds. From 15 people, now we are drawing about 30 people on the average. So that's a great success, but they take turns. The big success was when Mr. Ayap Pindi came, we had 110 people participating, and nobody dropped. The same people came the following day also. The first day and second day was a full house. So with that in our mind, we thought we should hold a complete summit in Tamil, and that we're working out again for next June. The venue and the date has not been fixed yet. We're still scouting around for the venue because we need a hall with a capacity of 1,000 people. At the same time, the rental should be very reasonable also. We should afford to take that venue for rental. So we're looking at that considerations. So this is our journey in the meditation, pyramid meditation. So this is what I could share for the time being, masters. From time to time, we'll do some postings in our website. Thank you so much.